Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. The third week of February is about to be ready up and get started for weekly challenges on Gran Turismo 7. Yesterday, I just took part to be entered in the Group 1 Prototype Series at Suzuka Circuit after I just took a second place finish to be putting up to have a stamp mark by the main ejected. It also to be featured to have European Sunday Cup 400 at Sardinia World Track B, race a turbo sports car in Michelin Raceway World Atlanta, followed by World Rally Challenge at Osage Village and Vision Gran Turismo Trophy at Tokyo Expressway South counterclockwise. But by the way, viewers, just to have 250,000 Gran Turismo credit in two types of ticket along with a 6-star roulette ticket in car category. For only one checkmark is now being completed in third place or higher, but it not yet to be received because of the minor issue since last week that I just did not receive any prizes for only 3 of them. But you'll have to go down and do this for only one encore will be go hard and putting up to have a main objective when you're entered in the Group 1 Prototype Series to be in the first position along with the other 4 events will be participate by having unchecked and performance will be set and good to go. Hope I'm ready because the time we'll have to go for an encore and 4 challenges is now being ready up and go available by any road car or racing car by type. So as always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start for today's weekly challenge. Let's get started. Alright, first up, this will be doing an encore as now being planned and promised as I'm using with the Toyota GR010 Hybrid 2021 with the UDRS Insportec. We'll have to take 10 laps around in Suzuka. There's going to be some dry weather forecast and rain just to be on the lookout during the middle of the race. It was so literally closer out there to have some 4 types of specific Group 1 cars like Group C, LMP1, Vision GT, and 1 single Le Mans hypercar just to be well planned and go settle by the matter of strategy if you really want to go hard and take the good pushing effort to be in the first position. We'll have to take a good stepping stone and see how which kind of your favorite Group 1 cars will be faster the most. So I'll have to get down to do some settings, preparation, and racing medium compound tires to go for only one pit stop only. By having some different organized settings is now being quite prepped up and go for having some different amount of balances to be in the front and rear when using the LSD. Just to have 10% to have the initial torque, 40 to be in acceleration sensitivity, and 30 braking sensitivity. But don't forget, always have the medium turbocharged RPM will be good to go and make your mark to go faster to have some few other passes and get there on time whenever you really need to step it up more. Okay, gonna calculate performance, then here I go. This will be doing many attempts as I just went down to do some practice if I really might need to have first position to do this on race number 1 of 6 in Group 1 Prototype Series. Okay, I had to get ready. Traction 1 set, brake balance will station in 0, fuel map will go into motion. Dive in on the first corner. I really hope this is going to be a very most difficult race in this weekly challenge, folks. Just to be on time, and the deadline is going to have to be on the major countdown is just what you need to have some major attempts to go hard in third place or higher. But I already got in second, but this will have to take one matter of progress to be finished hard in first position to be claimed on the podium. Got to slow down. Let the danger curve to go proceed. take turn 9, then follow up on turn 10 in sector 3. Come on, just keep that throttle up and go. Power up in 1. Going on the chase at Daniel Solis in the TS050 Hybrid. Alright, there you go. Perfect turn and cornering on Spoon Curve. Line up in session to go full straightaway to be approaches on sector 4. Okay, that's good. Almost there. Have the Castillo Triangle to go all in. One Group 1 car at a time. Take the patience and go full acceleration to be moving up in lap number 2. Got to let Kawakami to go past in the first corner. Got to get in there and stay on track. Hold it steady. Ego Fraga is blocking in my position. Good respawn and good concentration in the S curves. Have turn 6 exit to go back on turn 7 in sector 2. Okay, let's get it up and go. Got a good eye on Busby Beer Boris. He's on the 2015 Nissan GTR LM Nismo. Full speed ahead. Line up overtake to be stopped at 9. Got to slow down and make a good focus on Adam Suswillo. Let's give it a full power. 19 seconds to go yet remaining. Well, that was a close call and possible braking to stop at the Castillo Triangle. Okay, gonna step it up. 69% remaining in the fuel. Okay, that's good. Almost there to catch us up to Nicholas Rubiller in 6th place. But I tell you folks, this could be more challenging, more harder, more practice, and more torque balance is all about that you have to get your performance up and running. Especially for the GR010 Hybrid is a hard pushing contender. Have that balance of torque to stay up and respond. No sign of rain forecast. Still coming around in daytime with mostly cloudy. Oh snap. Got to go by maintain control balance. Okay. Close call and moving up into 6th. Okay, gonna have to go full throttle again and push us up on the 4th lap. I see Bellio Gallo currently driving in the Nissan R92 CP. Got to keep a good eye on lap number 5 or lap number 6, and rain condition is coming around on the right side of the radar. Weather change into partly cloudy. Got to hurry up fast and keep it up tight. I'll have to let him go past and do turn 11. Takes 17 seconds to go. Adam Wilk is still in the lead. Okay, good to go. Clear opening and overtake on the 4th. Okay, there might be some few other wet spot is now going by light. No heavy at all. This could take a matter of decent light rain to go for a modest. In about 8.3 seconds to go, I can hardly feel it to catch up to Jonathan Wong in a Peugeot 908 HDI F8B 2010. I'm very sure this could be a very long tug-of-war and long struggle to have Group 1 cars. But LMP1 is still being more powerful than Vision GT Group 1 cars along with Group C and single Le Mans hybrid cars. But 10 seconds is going back on the main struggle. Tighten up on the ropes. This could get much more tougher and stay up ahead when Jonathan Wong is in the lead. I'm very natural sure of it because the rain might have to come here to hit hard on Suzuka for only a little bit. Pushing up the acceleration. Come on, get that tire pressure up and go. Balance is important. Still in one piece, 6th lap will go on the clock. Very yet remaining, but very challenging to go a bit more stronger. Here comes the rain. Tire pressure is going to be worn out soon in about 0%. Wet surface is now going on now. It'll have to take that tire pressure to go for only a cool down when wet is in effect. Gotta keep it steady. Gap distance is still coming in range. Okay, here it goes. Medium compound tires will go sacrifice, and the distance is still yet around in about 10 seconds. The rain stopped and good to be subsided. And there goes the pit stop. Finishing up on lap number 6 is going to have to take one leg. But apparently the Salt Racing compound tires might gonna be a bit more tougher and more harder, as Jonathan Wong is still in the front line in position 1. However, Takuma Minasono is not giving up yet. My team is about to get ready. Salt compound tires is good to go. Refuel requirement. There we go. Q on the signal. Back on position 11, so I just have to stay on track and get back on 33 seconds to go harder to break through to stay in the lead. But not yet at least. Team UDRS Insportec is going to be a bit more challenging to go harder and longer. That's how endurance race car is the key of competition, to have a recipe to go lighter, faster, and more cornering. Okay, gonna have to be careful on Hoshino. Still in the 10. Alright, got to take that inside apex. Going in. Let the Hyundai N2025 Vision GT Group 1 to go slow down and go right back. Alright, Jonathan Wong is in the pit. This will be the main time, and just gonna have to go hard on the offense when using the medium compound racing tires as an LMP1 race car. Got to keep a good eyes check. Wait for the grid standings, and Takuma Minasono is in the lead. Two more laps to go. I bet Jonathan Wong is in 4th. Got to go harder, longer, and more tightened up on the perk. Only down to 16 seconds. Takuma Minasono is going unstoppable. Gonna hold down and regain more speed. It's gonna be a while, folks. All that attempts is just gonna have to take a matter of concentration to go for having one part of the race. It's all about having a dare. I'm just gonna get started and get warmed up. Okay, taste the break. Balio Gallo is at the pits along with Adam Wilk. Minasono is back in the lead. Strength and acceleration to go down in 9.6 to go. But the rain surface is just coming up from north. That's how the wind direction is now being updated in about 8.4 square feet. But I can hardly feel it. I'm very sure of it if I have to go down in about 7.5 seconds to go. I see Jonathan Wong. He's already in Sector 3 by taking turn 11 hairpin. Got to do the same and going down shorter to have a one step closer towards the end of the ninth lap. Got to find a good line and go pushing commit. Down to 20%. Oh boy, looks like this is going to be a little bit more hard hitter to go hard in first. There's no time to go back to the pit. I'm just getting started and get ready to have the final lap. We'll be going for the showdown. It's only down to me versus Takuma Minasono to go in lap number 10. Here it goes. I'll have to get my GR010 hybrid to go around and do the main final step of the offense to stay harder on endurance when using Salt Racing compound tires in leg number 2. Come on, just gonna stay on him. It's nearly there. Just only 3 more sectors to go. Yes, I can feel it. I just took first position in the lead. There we go. All that patience and strategy is now barely cleared out. Here it comes, you guys. Wet surface is getting nearly there. Got to hold down and go for the heavy defense. I'm just going to get myself prepared to have a final straightaway to go all in. That's 6%, 5%. Got to make my final stand and go out and out in Sector 4. Gotta watch that checker flag. Take the Castillo triangle, then drop the hammer. Alright, there we go. Yes. Race number 1 of 6 in progress is done and complete. Good job, viewers. I just go hard and hit it fast to be claimed in first place. Now that's what I call to have a Group 1 prototype endurance to go settled by the challenge. 18 minutes, 52.894 seconds is very more decent hard effort. Came in first and one hard contender for the Toyota GR010 hybrid is now coming a long way. Now that's a hard training exercise for the GTWS Nations Cup. I can hardly feel it, and it takes one decent earning without clean racing is all about work hard, practice, and make your best strategy to go in first place. That's 175,000 GT credits and one stamp of the placement without receiving a GT credit on ticket. One stamp and placement by the update. And for the replay to be put up to have this one as well. I'll have to be preferred to have this part of the scene to go for a matter of action. Just hang on. I'll have to pause this right here. Okay. Now resume. Got to be preferred to have the first corner to go right over here in this scene. It takes over 30 minutes to have this part of the attempt and segment to see how should I have to figure this out during race number 1 on Suzuka Circuit. But in the end, different thumbnail image comes matter, and that part of the replay is now being required, and save it. That's good for now. That's one check mark to be complete and claimed by the Encore. So, I really hope only 4 races to go by different events will be settled to have the main key of the ejected. That's why it takes a lot of matter of endurance, so I just really need to keep up and keep racing hard. Now for the European Sunny Cup 400 at Sardinia Road Track B. Suggested by performance with no limitation, will be required to have some few other European vehicles will be all set and raring to go. So which one should I have to start out with? I got it. How about I'll have to go and have my Renault R5 Turbo 1980 to have my UDRS in Sportec will be suggested, and go style in French to have one fictional French circuit is on the go. So you see, when it comes to have a patient time to go in hard racing, save the other 4 events whenever you need it, as you must have to take a possible to go by road car or any kinds of different specific of racing cars to be entered in race of turbo sports cars. Let's get started, and perfect on free time to be settled in race number 2. Got to hop into the interior view and go by a position. But I really deserve to have a free time to have 4 events will be going on green light to be quite participate to be entered. I'll have to do the strategy, and I'll have to do the driving. We'll have to find a good line and do some minor of overtake by having a good suggested of performance. But not to mention, because I just really might need to be well preferred to have some planning of preparation for the Adventure Camp characters from Season 2. I'll have to set it by late February to keep an eye out. That's why thumbnail image must be required to have a good showcase that adds up to have some more viewers. Down the hill I go. First place in the lead. Coming around to have Sector 3 to go up. But it'll have to be a bit more short race for a while, folks. Only on the Euro Sunday Cup 600. Just to keep up the good pace. Looks like Koke Lopez is still doing well to be in second, along with Baspi Boris. Okay, here comes the final lap. I just already done and cleared by having a good expert beginner's work. Got to go, preferred to have a 10-second gap by defense, and I'm still very good to be driving in a Renault 5 Turbo is very good classic on road going vehicle. Just to have this one to be part as an extra menu card collection for Renault. The faster lap time is 1 minute, 48.171 seconds. Gonna go down. Got to keep up the good, faster pace of the work. I know I've been waiting for so long after finishing to be claimed in first at the Group 1 Prototype Series at Suzuka Circuit. It takes practice, attempts, and go hard effort to do some perfect line and think strategy when it comes to have a tire mandatory requirement to go by rehearsal like you're entered in the Gran Turismo World Series Nations Cup. But word on the street about the third season in the 2023/24 Exhibition Series for the Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup is now being scheduled by reveal before at the end of February. But hey, it takes a few days away before the second anniversary of Gran Turismo 7 is now coming up soon to have a short week. But there you go. Checkmark number 2 is complete, and that's good to be classic European hatchback in mid-engine layout. But thankfully, my UDRS Insportec always have a good skill to have the old dog comes with new tricks. Good to be back in for having a good clean race bonus and doubled by the amount in 10,500 GT credits. But no replay at this moment. I just really might need to be preferred to save plenty amount of space. But what the heck, I'm just going to go skip by now and go proceed on race number 3. But still, I just really might need to have received prices earlier rather than being on late. It's like being deadline on Tuesday and especially on Wednesday. So the countdown is going down to be in 1 hour left. Let's do in Michelin Raceway, Road Atlanta at Race of Turbo Sports Car. If it's possible to see how one race car can actually to be entered to be joining session, then this will have to go and choose the Toyota Supra GT500 1997 with the UDRS Insportec will be entered and do a 5-lap challenge. Just like last time back from Grand Valley Highway 1 in reverse direction with a Ford F-150 Raptor. But I just really loved about the swap engine that could be quite good and more compatible to be fitted to have the GAC Maverick is fitted with a turbocharge is quite born to be beast. But I just really have to go again, but future full walkthrough is all I need to have this one to be added to my list. So I'll have to feel free and expressive to have a good sunset in today's race. Here we got Jose Serrano and Emily Jones. I'm Jose Serrano from Spain. This Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth on driving is sure to grab the attention of anyone who loves driving. It's a legendary car based on a production model that competed international in Group A races. The capabilities of the production car used as a base is very important when it comes to developing a Group A race car. This Sierra has an engine developed by Cosworth, the famous English engine makers. And it has an excellent suspension, brakes, and special aerodynamic parts. Just look at the rear spoiler. The RS 500 is a special evolved version of the Cosworth. Only 500 were made, and they were raced all over the world. It's all about history in international races for the Group A category. Good for the inspiration from Jose Serrano. Now for Emily Jones to have a second tip. I'm Emily Jones. I come from Australia. This track has a number of blind corners where you can't see what's coming next, so it's easy to go off course. You need to study the track carefully and always have awareness of what's coming up. I'll have to keep that in mind, Emily, and very good advice of the tip. Now let's go. Number 16 for the race car will go on the starting grid by rolling out. This will be going more faster. More soft racing compound tires is good on the check. Then road cars will have to face up by having one contender is in session. There's W. Murdoch on the 15 using the 2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia GTA-M. I'll have to take the outside, then wait patient on Basilio Gallo in the 2022 Honda Civic Type R. Got to do the S's. Wait for it. Good pass, and be sure to have a good aware of surroundings when you're on Road Atlanta. Got a good eye on Jose Serrano. He's very good to be driving in the Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth. Much more magnificent and fully tuned road car to become as a Group A race car. Here comes the double overtake on Wai Kumagai and Iko Fraka. Good on the straight in turn number 8 and 9. Here comes point A and B at turn 10. Got to let the Nissan Skyline R33 is in point B. Good guess, and I thought it would be a Nismo 400R. Okay, there we go. Moving on in lap number 2. Fastest lap time I said is 1 minute, 34.551 seconds. Here's Daniel Solis on the Garage RCR Civic Type R. I mean the EG model. Almost forgot to have some code model identification is now being seen around on the track. There we go. Moving on in the 9th, and just gonna have to be patient while our Heck is in position 8 by using the BMW M2 competition. "17 seconds to go." Still doing good and doing well for the Toyota Supra GT500 is now being built and designed to have a turbocharger since the Japan Grand Touring Car season back from the 1990s. Got to keep holding in. Good clear pass. Going down on turn 12 to have a good ride in the sun. There's Emily Jones. Gonna catch up to her. Let's make this to have a good crowd overtake and just be gentle. She's going on defense. I had to play a little bit more offense, so I had to see the opening. And there you go. 3 more turbocharged cars to go. And there's Kai D. Berlin in the Maserati MC20. Good guess on the car, and one Italian vehicle in hyper category. It could be more possible to have race car to be entered in Race of Turbo Sports Car event. That's how Will Car and Race Car to have one of them to be served to have a small amount of multi-class system. It could be quite very good to be thrilled and possible to see some Group 3 cars to be racing in action along with Group 4 and other specified vehicles to be part in racing category. But here comes the 4th lap. Still have a lot of good paces yet to go. Now I'm in the 2nd, only one more road car to go, and there's El Hernandez in the lead. There he is, and he is driving the Mercedes-AMG GTS or GTR version. Got to get closer, and I'm very sure to be corrected. That is the 2015 Mercedes-AMG GTS. Got to go behind and do the slipstream by Perform. Okay, there's the cue. Good clear pass, overtake. Now the race car in the lead. I'm just getting myself prepared, you guys. One race car is the perfect recommend stages ever since from day one to have this Toyota Supra is a very good suitable recommend pick. But now the final lap is already here. I'll have to take home the podium and stay on the line to go clean racing. Just see how it goes, and update by the faster lap time in number 4 is placed in 1 minute 27.701 seconds. I just really might need to have a little bit more sip of water after taking turn number 7 when going on in turn 8. Just hold on, just gonna have to keep a good pedal by slowing down and go to the straightaway to have turn number 8. Placement right over here. Well, feeling a little bit parched and giving a little sip. Okay, final sector, here I go. The Mercedes-AMG GTS is still trying to keep up with the Supra and claim the podium. So there you go. Third check mark is complete for the third week of weekly challenge in the month of February. That's going to be the second time in a row without receiving reward. Go by late and just gonna have to hurry up and finish this one until at the end of the day. By having a total time in Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta at Race Up Turbo Sports Car that comes with 7 minutes 32.148 seconds, with a faster lap time I took is a minute 25.758 seconds. But I'll have to add this one, and just we will prefer to have this available race car for only one session. Clean race bonus and double up. No received Gran Turismo ticket. And then for the capture thumbnail image to have a good placement. Okay, it's all set. Now going exit to have the next one. We'll go for having a racing category to face up with some Group B rally cars. Time to have the Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak Special 1998. We'll go to Osage Village. We'll be doing a most fine penultimate in race number 4. I really hope this will have to bring out the best Pikes Peak Rally Raid vehicle to go in, and suitable check for having one hard compound tires to be set and good to go by having a limitation in requirement on 700 or less. So make sure that performance regulation is going to be your own personal use when using the Escudo Pikes Peak Special 1998 is the very good nostalgia back from Gran Turismo 2. Only for myself to have a UDRS Insportec since the most fine debut in the lap time challenge for the first time ever. So let's go and have the rolling start to be in the 12th position to be going green in 3 seconds and have the good run in turn number 1. Nearby approaches and gonna have to kick it up in the high gear. Group B rally cars will have themselves with a contender to have a most fine legendary rally car since the 1998 Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. Let the entertainment begin. Going up on 10, got to keep a good watchful eye on the sun. That's how the condition is about to go in nighttime before the fireworks will celebrate. doing well and overtake on Adam Tapai. Ford Mustang Group B Rally Car overtake. 7 more to go. Just pretty perfect and good on the main tuning work for the Escudo to face up with Group B Rally cars as a new contender. Got to slow down, patient, and go around to have Sector 2 finish to go in Sector 3. Okay, very brilliant. One lineup, and just have 6 more to go remaining. Got to pass Arkeboham, Giorgio Mangalo, and T. Hoshino in a Hyundai Genesis Group B Rally car. Gotta watch my 6. Got to avoid having one tap. Okay, maybe I'll have to scratch that and just gonna stay behind it. Lap number 2 enters and still faster in progress. Gonna have to go outside, overtake the batters for Focus Group B Rally car, then dive in to have the next turn on number 3 to catch up to Jonathan Wong. Okay, there we go. Now for F. Pagadet, Peccia 205 Evolution 2 Rally car is in the lead. Got to get that torque up and running and embrace it. Okay, there you go. Have the hillside right corner to go elevate. Smooth as a pie and smooth as a silk. I still have enough time and just have to get there before nighttime. We'll have to take the final leg and the 5th race on the Dirt Weekly Challenge to go to Tokyo Expressway in south counterclockwise. My Porsche Vision Gran Turismo to have 2 versions, the Coupe or the Spider version is now available to have 2 choices of pick. Same performance and different style that has a good form of chassis. But not yet. It'll have to take the final lap and go in nighttime until the fireworks will be on display. But I know when driving in an Escudo, it does not have to be featured with the headlights. That could be impossible to see it if you really have to go faster without having headlights to be turned on. That could be more insane and challenging to see how Escudo can handle this in nighttime. But it'll have to be having some few other light objects whenever you might need to see to keep a good eye on the road. I still got daylight and the fireworks is now being seen around in the sky. Gonna dive in, stay on gear number 3. So I really have to follow the signs. That's how the light source is just where you need to have the Escudo to find a good source. Okay, total gap distance behind with other Group B racers. 6.2 seconds and still doing well in nighttime. Got to keep going and this is it. Last sector will go downward and braking applied. And safe, clear, and claim the podium on race number 4 in the can. Now, only one more check mark to go, and that means $6 roulette ticket in car category is going to have to take a major step that you guys have really might need to be received earlier as possible. But even for those that we just come here late. So total time is 6 minutes, 7.794 seconds, and faster lap time on lap number 2 is 2 minutes, 0.921 seconds. Now that's a good monster rally car from Gran Turismo 2. Clean race bonus is now double up by 90,000, and just have to go exit out earlier to be quite giving a most thrill of possible to have a free time of activity. So only one more event, regulation check, and calculate by a performance due to the regulation is now being quite to be requirement to have some limitation and proper tuning to have some 3 other events. Race a Turbo Sports Car, Vision Gran Turismo Trophy, Group 1 Prototype Series, and World Rally Challenge to have 4 of them that has a requirement of performance. So I had to get ready up and grab the Porsche Vision Gran Turismo Spider will be at the ready. Racing Soft compound tires is check. Now, nighttime, we'll go celebrate to have the final race of the 3rd week in February. I'm really glad that this is coming a long way to have this respawn and just have to do this earlier before the next day will be entered on week number 4. Somehow, 4 events plus a special event we'll be using to go back by having a Tesla Model 3 to serve in the 1-make category. One other thing about the Bulgari Aluminum Vision GT. We still have enough time and go by available until at the end of February until the next update comes out. So let's get it on and drive faster to go fully electric. I had to watch myself. Mini Clubman Vision GT and Subaru Vision GT is now switching up to go by different approaches. Got to go turn number 2. Have the traction set in 1. Safety's on. I had to finish this race, you guys. One more event, and then tomorrow, 5 set of challenges to go by week number 4. Okay, gonna have to watch myself, and coming in towards the Volkswagen GTI Roadster Vision GT. Good on position 11. Now keep it up straight. Hairpin, slow down, nice and easy. Coming up in about 1.2 seconds to catch up to the Alpine Vision GT race mode. Antoniite is in currently to be catching up to position 9 is T. Roulette in the Mercedes AMG Vision GT Racing Series. Got to hold down when taking the final turn. Full speed ahead. And there's the Honda Concept Vision GT is in. Okay, very good. Only one Honda Sports Concept is now in session on the grid. Just like Angel Inestrosa in the same Porsche Vision GT Spider version, it'll have to go prefer to have a duo of a partner. But it'll have to take 5 more cars to go and left standing to see how you can handle well to be in electric all-wheel drive. Gotta land a pass. I'll have to slow down and catch us up to the Pescia Vision GT driven by Q Giraud. C Roach is on the Jaguar Vision GT Roadster. I had to be on exercise caution. Okay, close call. Make that push and get in on the hairpin. I'm just gonna have to do one other statement about the Bulgari Aluminum Vision GT. It's still very cool and very much more rare on the fortune to have a good, high expensive to have an early access. But I'm very glad that some other Gran Turismo players are very lucky to have one livery is now being seen in Showcase. But I'll have to keep that in mind to have one lucky Gran Turismo player to have the Bulgari Aluminum Vision GT as a special rare gift. Third lap coming in. Now, this will have to take and Romeo in the Genesis X Grand Berlin Enta Vision GT in the lead. This will give one super turbo vehicle to be on the front line and one electric car to stay in second by behind. Coming around on turn 2, followed by turn 3, step on turn 4 and 5. Here comes one drive mode, slipstream, and keep it much careful to have turn number 6. Alright, there we go. In the lead, and wait for Angel Inestrosa to catch up to me. "100% full electric, baby." One for Team UDRS and Sportec, and the Spider version to the Porsche Vision GT is still number 1 to be on the part of the electric class. Okay, gonna to keep it careful, drive to be smooth, and wait for Jose Serrano. Might have to get back onto the top 3. Stepping up on penultimate lap in number 4. Just had to do one more run to go, and faster lap time update in a minute, 52.984 seconds. Alright, very good and thrill. Let's see how Romeo is doing okay to stay in second, while Angel Inestrosa is going offense to be catching up to the second position. Yep, looks like he just already took to be in second by having turn 2. Good for him, and Romeo will be able to try to catch up to Inestrosa. This will have to take electric versus hypercar with a super turbo. We'll have to get it in and kick it up into high gear to do a matter of concentration of strategy. Okay, coming in to have the hairpin. Okay, final sector. Go around on the S-curves to do the inside with no apexes. Got to keep it slow. Make it happen. Full straight, then final lap. This will have to take enough grip and go smooth sailing for the Porsche Vision GT Spider. Okay, Angel Inestrosa just beat my lap time. Only a minute, 51.650 seconds. I just really gonna have to beat his time. He'll have to do more practice, more hard effort, and more full acceleration electric car. Okay, it's only down to an hour left. I had to hurry up and finish the Dirt Weekly Challenge. Is now being 5 check marks and clear. I'm going in. One more hairpin on the brake. Keep that sound of the humming for the electric car. I'm going time attacker, folks. Just have the final sector, and it'll have to go full straight to beat Angel Inestrosa's lap time on the Vision GT trophy. Okay, I just really did it and claimed the faster lap time. 5 check mark complete, and Dirt Weekly Challenge is finished. That's first place with a total time by 9 minutes, 30.257 seconds, and the faster lap time I took is 1 minute, 51.178 seconds. Now that's a good electric car vehicle for the Vision GT trophy to go embrace the matter of drive mode. But thankfully, 5th check mark is now being done, and no received 6-star roulette ticket. I'll have to try harder next time, folks, but it comes in late just to be here on time early on Thursday or Friday that you might need to have some free time. So speaking of which, I almost forgot about the GTWS Nations Cup for the 2023/24 Exhibition Series for the 3rd season. I'll have to take a good look, and just in time to have the 3rd week of the challenge is now ending soon. So let's go back and take a stop by in sport mode until the weekly challenge is now going to be quite finished and done. But one other thing about the reward challenge, because I just really need to open up all the roulette tickets, is now currently to be available after I just received a 5-star ticket. So here it is, you guys. Season 3 for the Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup for the 2023/24 Exhibition Series. I'll have to take a good look and do by the schedule of the event. The first race in round 1 on March 13 is going to take place in Grand Valley Highway 1, along with round 2 on March 16 will be at Deep Forest Raceway Reverse, along with round 3 in March 20 at Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit, and the final race on March 23rd is the Nürburgring Endurance. 2 Group 4 and 2 Group 3 cars is now being organized and will settle by Liberty Digital. And for the Nations Cup, taking place on Suzuka Circuit for February 28th at the end of the month, we'll be having Group 4 cars is now being available on Wednesday. Along with Saturday and March 2nd is the Michelin Raceway World Atlanta for the Suzuki Cappuccino 1991 will be served as the first ever woman category by debut. And for the Sardinia World Track A for having Group 2 cars, and for the final in March 9th, Autodromo de Interlagos for the Group 3 category. Well, Despite my absence, and I still really might need to have a lot of things to do, and lap time challenges is going to be quite to be prepared to have a major content video on the lineup to go in marathon. I'll have to get back to the GT garage and have myself prepared for a reward challenge. Is now available by 17 roulette tickets in total. I'll have to start by having a 5-star roulette ticket on February 26th. Let's open up the gift and see which prize should I get. Alright, there you go. 100,000 Gran Turismo credit. Very good, and I'll take it. That could be a common 5-star roulette ticket if I receive to have a low earning. Now for the 6-star roulette ticket in engine category. Let's see. Got to open up and choose one available engine that I just never seen before. And for the random engine is the Porsche 959 1987 is available to be on the compatible vehicle. Works for me. And parts category in 6-star. Got to open up and see which one should I have to get one single part. I preferred an ultra high turbocharged RPM, and there you go. Quick prediction and good to be true. Very perfect on the 2016 Bugatti Chiron. I can agree and keep this, for only one part will be fitted and installed. Okay, looks like 3-star ticket to be available. Let's open up and see the common amount of rarity choice. Not even close. I can hardly feel it to get 1 million GT credits, and that takes 5,000. Well, I'll have to move on and just keep filling out more. Okay, looks like main date on February is already done. Now I'll have to take a 6-star roulette ticket in engine category. Got to open up more and choose different kind of random engine swap will be compatible in use. And for the second engine swap by random, compatible vehicle on the Honda Civic Type R Limited Edition FKA 2020. Next 6-star engine category on the roulette coming up and put up on the serve. Third random pick of the engine swap of the day. Here is the Enzo Ferrari 2002 on compatible vehicle. Recommended retail price in 1,350,000 GT credits. Very good. Now for the 4-star coming up on the next list. Come on, just give me a car, new engine, one part, or few other GT credits. That's going to be low GT credits to have 10,000. There you go. I'll have to keep that. And 5 4-star, followed by 3 5-star, and 2 6-stars. I'll have to keep receiving the gift and save the few more 4-star roulette tickets available. Now let's try this again. Okay, semi-racing muffler is good to be acquired, and compatible goes to the G-Reedy Fuku C. One last roulette ticket of the day, and that's it for now. Just give your luck, bet, and just keep a good watchful eye which one should I get. That will be 30,000 GT credits. Alright. Almost forgot one last 5-star roulette ticket by the daily, and this will have to take an extra to go by a reminder notice. Just give me 1 million GT credits. Okay, not even close, but 500,000 GT credits is on the gold type of rarity. Current balance is now update and almost to get back on 40 million. Being late as ever without receiving 3 tickets on GT credits and a 6-star roulette ticket in car category. So I just really have to remind myself next time, be here on time for the start of the weekly challenge. But without it, all you might need to have 5 races to go by having green checkmark will be required without having a roulette ticket. That could be having the same effect that we just really need to have a request to go by having a matter of respawn. Talk about winning some races without receiving an extra to go by bonus during the participation of weekly challenges. So I just really think to have that hard work and comes in to do some matter of performance regulation will set and go for having a matter of use. But after all, the Group 1 prototype series at Suzuka Circuit is one very tough as nails. All that practice, all that hard work, and update after finishing from part 131 to be originally to be finished in second, and this time in this video to go placement in first place. I'll have to keep that in mind before moving on in part 132 in the next video if I had to go to circuit design to clerks in C-course layout and Daytona International Speedway on road course. I'll have to make my decision, so I had to wrap this up before at the end of the video because race number 1 of 6 is complete. Now it'll have to go by 2 racetrack available by having 1 menu book is now being active and go in progress to be stationed in race number 2. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on Deepernet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. And don't forget to check it out all of my screenshot images on UDRS in Sportec, Vision Total Drama, and Dream Art Livery Style Dispenser presented by myself, Hyperion-Blue-GT, as you may ever welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.